Hey, Bill, what day is it?
Hey gang, welcome back to Hey Bill, what day is it? For the past couple of weeks, my wife's been on the show, albeit in the background. But this week...
Knock, knock.
I thought she knew I was already recording. She never interrupts me unless it's important.
Knock, knock.
Yeah? Who's there?
Rufus.
Rufus who?
Rufus, the most important part of your house.
Oh no. She's been peeking through my new scripts again.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
What day is it?
What day is it who?
Hey, Bill, it's National Knock Knock Joke Day.
Well, I guess she gave that away. I guess this week we celebrate National Knock Knock Joke Day. The knock knock joke is a type of audience participatory joke cycle, typically ending with a pun. Knock knock jokes are primarily seen as children's jokes, though there are exceptions. The scenario is of a person knocking on the front door to a house. The teller of the joke says,
Knock, knock.
The recipient responds, Who's there? The teller gives a name such as Noah, a description such as police, or something that purports to be a name, such as needle. The other person then responds by asking the caller's surname. Noah who? Police who? Needle who? To which the joke teller delivers a pun involving the name. Know a place I can spend the night? Police let me in, it's cold out here. Need a little help with the groceries. You know, like my jokester wife has been having fun with this morning. A possible source of this joke is William Shakespeare's Macbeth, first performed in 1606. In Act 2, Scene 3, the porter is very hungover from the previous night. During his monologue, he uses knock knock, who's there as a refrain while he's speaking. In 1936, the cartoonist and author Bob Dunn, who's regarded by some as having invented the modern knock knock joke, released a book called Knock Knock, featuring Enoch Knox. However, the knock knock joke really already existed, although from a slightly different format. It's just that with the release of his book of knock knock jokes, they could suddenly be heard everywhere. People of all ages, especially children, were so captivated by them that some psychiatrists termed this obsession with knock knock jokes an actual mania. 1936. Wow! Do you realize that there are actually some people alive today who never got to experience the childhood joy of
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Oh, don't cry. You'll be okay.
At the beginning of this video, Eileen used what is believed to be the first knock-knock joke. In 1934, the standard knock-knock joke form was used in a newspaper advertisement. As you can see, the joke was, knock knock, who's there? Rufus. Rufus who? Rufus, a most important part of your house. In 1936, on August 3rd, the Titusville Herald ran an article titled, Knock Knock, Latest Nutsy Game for Parlor Amusement. It must have really been a slow news day to run an article about knock-knock jokes in such a prestigious newspaper. The article said that the game What's This and other more worthwhile forms of enjoyment had given way to knock-knock as the favorite parlor game. I quote his editorial. Gone, apparently, are the days when the more serious-minded settled down to a concentrated spar with jigsaw puzzles, anagrams, intelligence tests, and similar intellectual pursuits. Personally, I'm glad they're gone. The last time I tried to pursue an intellectual activity for fun, I played chess against my wife and lost. I definitely didn't laugh or find it fun, although I did learn something: never play chess with Eileen. A popular joke of 1936 that brought on this concern was,
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Edward Rex.
Edward Rex who?
Edward Rex the Coronation.
Obviously, a clear reference to the abdication of the British throne by Edward VIII just before the coronation in 1936. See, knock-knock jokes can be educational and informative.
Knock, knock.
Oh no. Who's there?
Ice cream soda.
Ice cream soda who?
Ice cream soda, people can hear me.
At least some were educational. Before there were knock-knock jokes as we know them, there were do you know jokes. Writing in the Oakland Tribune, Marilee McAvoy recalled that around 1900, a jokester would walk up to someone and pop a question like, "Do you know what they call a fake noodle?" And the unsuspecting listener would reply, "What?" And the jokester would say, "An impasta," and run off laughing. The knock-knock joke has been a staple of American humor since the early 20th century. With its repetitive setup and wordplay punchline, the farm has been invoked and understood by people of all ages and sensibilities.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana again?
But knock-knock jokes have not always been universally appreciated. In fact, in the height of their popularity, certain critics quickly, knocked knock-knock jokes and called their setup hokey and tiresome. In 1936, writer Haywood Bale Brown made his distaste for the trend clear with his caustic twist on the farm.
Who's there?
A gang of vigilantes armed with machine guns, leather straps, and brass knuckles to thump the breath out of anybody who persists in playing this blame fool knock-knock game.
Ooh.
Calm down, calm down. Not everyone has a sophisticated level of humor you apparently have. He just didn't understand. However, advertisers caught on really quick and kept knock-knock jokes on the scene. The Edgemont Cash and Carry Grocery in Chester, Pennsylvania ran a display ad in the Delaware County Times.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Don.
Don who?
Don't forget to do your shopping at the Cash and Carry.
Talk about going viral. Paul Harrison, a syndicated gossip columnist, noted in 1936 that Hollywood has failed to escape infection by the germ of that game knock-knock that has grown-ups as well as children going daffy. He passed along new kickers, including
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Sarah.
Sarah who?
Sarah Doctor in the house.
Oh.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
Once again, knock-knock jokes came under strong attack. Writing near the end of 1936, D.A. Laird, director of the Rivercrest Psychological Laboratory at Colgate University, almost succeeded in wiping out an entire form of comic relief. He declared that the knock-knock joke was a form of mass mania and therefore a detriment to society. He said, "The people most likely to take up these pointless games in an enthusiastic way are those folks who like to appear smart and bright by exhibiting a pseudo-intellectual activity." Laird spoke of people who incessantly pun and of those who enjoyed the jokes as if they were sick. I remember having a few college professors like him. I'll bet he won the Teacher of the Year award from his students. Yes, I thought as much. Apparently, Dr. Laird got an F grade on that project because 85 years later, knock-knock jokes still exist. In fact, when Eileen was helping me with my research, she found two rather unique sources of information. First, she opened the Signal's Christmas catalog that arrived yesterday and found a doll that when you press his hand, he'll lead you through one of 50 child-friendly knock-knock jokes. If only my grandchildren were younger, it would be the perfect payback gift. For you adults who remember those childhood days, when Eileen asked Siri on her phone for information about knock-knock history, it said, knock, knock, and wouldn't go any further until she said, who's there? It then proceeded to tell her a knock-knock joke and ask if she wanted to hear another. Try it sometime. Let's give it a try. Hey, Siri. Tell me a knock-knock joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oops, I did it again. Hee hee. How about another one?
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Arthur.
Arthur who?
Arthur, any more knock, knock jokes in here? Let's find out.
You see? Even in the new technology, you get knock-knock jokes. It can keep you busy for a long time. Yes, the knock-knock joke still lives. I wonder if Dr. Laird and his contemporaries knew that there is even a knock-knock event in the Bible. But it's not a joke. In Revelation 3:20, Jesus states, "Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me." The picture here is Jesus standing outside of the door of your heart, waiting to come in. But he's a gentleman. He won't just barge his way in. He has to be invited. In biblical times, eating with someone or in someone's home was an indicator of a close personal relationship with that person. That's the kind of relationship that Jesus wants to have with you. He wants you to invite him into your heart and acknowledge him as the only Son of God, who alone can forgive your sin. When we do that, he forgives anything that you've ever done, so that you can spend eternity in heaven with him. I'm Bill Wasore, and this is Hey Bill, What Day Is It? Accepting Jesus as your Savior is no joke, so if you hear him knocking, don't ask who's there. Just open the door and let him in. I promise it will be a triumphant day for you. If you'd like to know more, you can go to my website at www.gotellone.com and click on the link. The link is in the description below.